and flowers on specific passing place. He's getting beat so fast. I mean, snap of the ball, and he's supposed to know when the ball is snapped, and the defensive player is not. And if you're just telling me that he's guessing, the guy playing across from him is guessing tremendously well, maybe the Giants are revealing, Eli is, or somebody on the line is, revealing their snap count before.
It's already in Central Park with a sunny sky, and it's going up to 86 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dave Samuel on New York's weather station, 1010 winds.
Wind news time 11:53.
Looking for a new way to make money? Look no further. Drive with Uber. Earn great money and set your own schedule. Uber can help you get a commercial license and will guarantee you earn $1,250 a week when you start. Plus, they'll give you a $250 new driver reward. Call 844-NYC-DRIVE. Even if you don't have a car, you can rent one for free for 2 weeks from a participating dealer. Hurry, this offer won't be around forever. So what are you waiting for? Call 844-NYC-DRIVE. That's 844-NYC-DRIVE. Terms and conditions apply. Visit uber.com/driveNYC for details.
After 13 years of self-destruction, Nellie closed the door on drugs and opened the door to the Salvation Army. And that's where she got her life back. The Salvation Army, helping people like Nellie because of donors like you.
Donate your used vehicle to the Salvation Army, where one car, one truck, one motorcycle really can change one life. Donate online at sacardonation.org or call 800-SA-TRUCK. Towing is free, plus you'll receive an IRS tax receipt. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.
Wind news time 11:54. Museums across the country are offering free admission today thanks to Smithsonian Magazine's annual Museum Day Live. Of course, the Smithsonian's museums are always free in D.C., but here in New York, well, they're going to cost you. The 9/11 Tribute Museum, the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum, the Morgan Library Museum, all have fairly steep admission prices in regular times, but they are taking part today along with other institutions, saving you bucks. You have to go online, though, to the Smithsonian's Museum Day Live website to get that free ticket. A Colorado Springs police officer had quite a ride-along, a hitchhiking raccoon.
Officer Chris Fabielli was on the job heading to the scene of an accident when, a raccoon, complete with furry little bandit mask, leapt onto his windshield and hung on for dear life until Fabielli pulled over. The raccoon even crouched down with the windshield wipers long enough for a few photos to be snapped by the dash cam and by Officer Fabielli. Those images were then posted on Facebook, complete with a note that Fabielli was positively surprised and a few tongue-in-cheek hashtags like raccoon ride-along. I'm Jan Johnson.
And notice we turned on the applause sign for those puns. Winds news time 11:56. Now Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Winds.
On-demand streaming is the biggest moneymaker of all for the music business these days, but fans of country music have been slow to go digital.
That's the downside. The upside is there's so much room for growth there.
That's John Lova, Executive Vice President of the country music label BBR Music Group. He says that potential for growth is the reason why Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, all are pouring marketing dollars into country.
You fish where the fish are.
Yeah, I'm going fishing in the morning. I'm going fishing all day.
The country music consumer is a very loyal music consumer. That's why you see acts that can tour for year after year after year.
And this year, Garth Brooks celebrated the 5 millionth ticket owner. And Amazon celebrated exclusive streaming rights to Garth Brooks as music companies cast their nets and their marketing departments have gone fishing. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Michael Lysak for 1010 Winds.
Winds news time at 11:57.
Just because there are no movies about guys that can move 1,900 pounds of lumber in a single load doesn't mean they're not superheroes. Because with a payload capacity like that, Ram 1500 lets you build one awesome playscape. And that makes you a hero in any kid's eyes. Ram, long live everyday heroes, and long live the trucks that are proven to last. Now get great deals during Ram Power Days.
Well-qualified truck lessees of competitive vehicles get a low mileage lease on the 2017 Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab 4x4 for $149 a month for 36 months with $29.99 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. When properly equipped, more than 80% of Ram trucks released model year 2003 to 2016 are still on the road today based on the July 1st, 2017 stats.
Medicare plus Medicaid could equal money-saving benefits for you from Fidelis Care. We offer a monthly OTC card to pay for over-the-counter medications and more. Transportation and dental care are covered, and our care managers are the heart of your healthcare team. Fidelis Care even offers flex reimbursement dollars, so you decide how you stay healthy. Fidelis Care, Medicare plus Medicaid equals more benefits for you. To learn more or to see if you're eligible for financial help, call Fidelis Care at 1-800-860-8707, TTY 1-800-558-1125. The benefit information provided is a brief summary, not a complete description of benefits, which varies by plan and location. For more information, contact Fidelis Care. Limitations, copays, and restrictions may apply. Benefits, formulary, and pharmacy network premium, and/or copays, co-insurance may change on January 1 of each year. Please continue to pay your Medicare Part B premium.
WINS, WINS-HD, WNWHD, New York.
Good news time, 11:59. The 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. I sure hope you haven't put the summer clothes away. Sunshine and a few clouds this afternoon. Warm with a high of 86. Down to only 71 tonight. Then tomorrow, hot. More humid. Sunshine and a high of 90 degrees. That'll be a record breaker. On Monday, sunny to partly cloudy. Very warm and humid with a high of 86, just below the old record of 90. And on Tuesday, a mix of sun and high clouds, warm and sticky with a high of 81. It is 77 right now, sunny in New York, humidity down at 48%, winds variable to 3, gusting to 18 miles an hour, repeating the current temperature 77, going up to 86 in Midtown today. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. Brian Jones is our service aide. Jim Powers is at the editor's desk, and I'm John Belmont.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon. It's 77 degrees at 12 noon on this Saturday, the 23rd of September. I'm Sonia Rincon, and here's what's happening. The NFL commissioner expresses disgust for President Donald Trump's remarks. The president told a cheering crowd in Alabama that NFL players don't hit hard enough anymore, and that players who kneel during the anthem are sons of you-know-whats who should be fired. Mass evacuations in northwest Puerto Rico, where a dam is cracking. Another earthquake shakes Mexico City. Cops put out pictures of some jewelry store robbers who made off with more than $500,000 worth of bling downtown. The 1010 Winds AccuWeather forecast, sunshine and clouds today, high 86. Tonight clear, low 71. Tomorrow hot and humid with sunshine, high 90.
I'm Bob Niesler. The Yankees continue their series this afternoon in Toronto. Mets and Nationals tonight. Noah Syndergaard pitches the first inning. His first appearance is April 30th.
Winds news time 12:01. From the Dodge Traffic Center, good afternoon, Brian Britton.
Sonia, good afternoon. Let's begin in New Jersey. Still have a full closure on 287 in Oakland, up in northern Bergen County here. This on the southbound side of 287. All lanes are shut down for exit 52. Northbound 287 down at exit 14. We have the left lane closed. Crash there. Southbound Parkway, the ramp to exit 155B to Route 20. That is shut down as well. That at least construction until 6 a.m. on Monday. Here's what you need to know about the Bridges and Tunnels. Got a pretty good ride in or out of town at the Lincoln at the Holland. GW Bridge, 5 up, 5 down. No major outbound delays, just some cross Bronx backing up westbound. A little bit of a slow ride back from Webster Avenue. We'll take it over to the Queens Midtown Tunnel. That remains very heavy. Only one tube is open, taking two-way traffic. You've got westbound LIE delays back onto Maurice Avenue. And then trying to get over, or the East River here, the Throgs Neck is crawling over to the Bronx back from Queens. Crawling so badly, in fact, that we've got delays on the Cross Island northbound back from the LIE. Over the Whitestone Bridge, you've got delays onto the Whitestone Expressway back from Willets Point Boulevard. Up to the bridge itself. Bridge is very slow getting over to the Bronx. And finally, we go to the Brooklyn Bridge, which itself looks okay. Battery Tunnel looks okay, despite construction. One tube closed, the open tube taking two-way traffic. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones. Breaking traffic alerts when they happen. I'm Brian Britton on 1010 Winds. Attention, are you missing one or more of your teeth? Do you worry every time you bite into your food? Are you embarrassed by how your teeth look to others? If so, listen carefully to this important message from Dental Implants Plus. For many years, Dental Implants Plus has been helping people with missing or broken teeth throughout the tri-state area. From dental implants to crowns, bridge work, and dentures, their expert periodontists and skilled team of dentists can handle all of your teeth replacement needs. Dental Implants Plus can even attach implants to your new dentures to secure them, and all procedures are done in their private, comfortable settings at 27 East Hawthorne Avenue in Valley Stream, Long Island on the Queens-Long Island border. Dental Implants Plus has been advertising on 1010 Wins for 15 years, so you know they're a dental office you can trust. Don't be embarrassed anymore. Have more confidence with that great smile you've always dreamed of. Dental Implants Plus. Call 516-506-0044. 516-506-0044. Call now. 516-506-0044.
Wins News Time, 12:03. The NFL commissioner is slamming President Donald Trump for what he calls divisive comments. Roger Goodell called the president's remarks unfortunate and said the league and players are best when they can help unify the country, and that Mr. Trump's statements demonstrate a lack of respect for the NFL. Here's correspondent Brian Clark.
President Trump criticized NFL players who take a knee during the national anthem. It's still totally disrespectful. Then, during that speech in Alabama, said NFL TV ratings are down because people like to watch him, but then speculated rule changes may be driving fans from the game. Because, today if you hit too hard, right, they hit too hard, 15 yards, throw him out of the game. The president's speech the day after, the family of former NFL player Aaron Hernandez said his brain showed signs of advanced damage when he took his own life, serving a murder sentence this year in prison.
The president said not hitting as hard is, quote, ruining the game, and that it's the players who protest that need to be thrown out. That's not sitting well with a lot of football fans this morning.
If the president wants to come to Washington Heights, Johnny will explain why firing players would be terribly wrong.
I think it's asinine because I believe the people should have the right to do what they want to, because we have freedom of speech.
I thought they gave a pretty good effort, and the Eagles have a chance to put themselves in good position, 2 games ahead of the Giants if they get a win. How would they go about doing that? Well, we'll get some insight from our next guest. He covers the Eagles for the new website, The Athletic, specifically the one down in Philadelphia. Sheil Kapadia joins us here on The Fan. Sheil, Jody Mack here. How are you, bud?
Doing great, Jody. How you doing?
Good. You covered the Eagles for years. Then you went out to Seattle. You covered some pretty damn good Seahawks teams. Now back in Philadelphia, with the way that Doug Peterson has been treated after 2 weeks, a road win in division and a tricky road loss in an out-of-conference game against a good team. Did they treat that Coward coach out there in Seattle the same way they treat Doug Peterson in Philadelphia?
Yeah, it was a little bit different culture there with the winning they've had and the reputation Pete Carroll had, and also just the way players are treated out there in Seattle. They can say whatever they want. They're encouraged to show their personalities. It's different in Philadelphia, but no, I think your point is well taken. The Northeast is a different animal when it comes to how these coaches are treated compared to some other places in the country like Seattle.
And one of the things that Peterson has drawn the ire of fans with, specifically this last week, but it kind of flew under the radar because they win week 1, is his run-pass ratio. He is once again throwing the ball plenty. He did last year. Carson Wentz more passing attempts than any rookie in the history of the National Football League. He explains it as the game just at times dictates it. You can have a plan coming in, and then the game dictates it differently once you get going. It was tied in the 4th quarter, though. It wasn't like they were well behind. Did you buy his attempted explanation? It makes sense on its face, but if you put it into the specific context of last week's game, I don't think it held water.
No, I'm actually on Peter's side on this, Jody, because look at that football game. They had 6 possessions in the second half. They scored on 3 of them. They scored 17 points in the second half. The passing game absolutely was working well, and I think people just at the end of the game look at the ratio and say, well, we're doing that, which is like a little bit more balanced. Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. But you have to look at Doug Peterson. He grew up under Andy Reid, knowing Andy Reid believes in passing the ball early and often. Then you have to look at those moves the organization made in the offseason. It was all about getting young quarterback Carson Wentz weapons in the passing game. They signed Alshon Jeffrey. They signed behind Torrey Smith. What they do at running back, they did almost nothing. They got a 30-year-old Garrett Blunt. They spent a 4th-round pick on a guy named Donnell Pumphrey, who's out for the year with a hamstring injury. So clearly, to me, when I came into this season, I said this team has no priority to run the football or have a balanced offense. It's all about developing that young quarterback and moving the ball through the air, and I think that's what you're going to see them stick to Sunday against the New York Giants.
Well, if they're going to try and get some balance, and they'll run it slightly more than they did last week, who's going to be the guy? LeGarrette Blount carried it the most week 1. He got 1 carry last week, which was wiped out by a penalty. As you mentioned, Pumphrey not a factor. Clement is the guy who they kept as an undrafted free agent. Darren Sproles is their best back, but you don't want him toted 15, 18 times. Who's going to be their lead back against the Giants?
Yeah, that is the mystery question. You mentioned it. I don't know how many times it's going to be in the NFL where a guy leads the team with 14 carries in week 1 is healthy in week 2 and plays 6 snaps and doesn't even tally 1 carry in the box score, and that's what happened with LeGarrette Blount. So I don't sense that they've liked what they've seen from him in the summer, the preseason, or in week 1, and really I don't know what they were thinking with that signing. The guy's 30 years old. He's coming off a career high in carries. He really only averaged 3.9 yards per carry for the Patriots last year. It's not like he was setting the world on fire. So he's basically what they should expect him to be right now. Now, the other backs you mentioned, Darren Sproles is, in my opinion, the best back on the roster. If you just want to isolate specific plays, he's probably going to have the highest yards per carry. But this is a guy who's never been an every down back in his entire career, and now the latter stages of his career, this could be his final season in the NFL. So I think you really have to be cautious with him, and it's sort of a game plan situation where, it's just a week where we really want him to be the lead ball carrier. That was the case last week. Wendell Smallwood is a second-year player who I thought going into the season would lead the team in carries, but you just really have to look at the coach's actions there. He's only had 7 carries in 2 weeks, and this is a team that is in desperate need for an every down back. So that tells you they don't trust him either in the running game or certainly not in blitz pickup. The running backs cannot get Carson Wentz killed back there. So I think it's going to be a running back by committee situation. You mentioned Corey Clement. He is the undrafted free agent. I think he could certainly see some touches in this football game, but I think that the touches and the carries are going to be spread out among those guys we just mentioned.
Joe Claudia from The Athletic, our guest here with us on The Fan, talking Eagles and Giants from a Philly perspective. As worried as the Giants fans are, and they should be with the way the Giant offensive line has played the first couple of games, the Eagle quarterback got sacked more last week than Eli Manning did. The Eagles have their own offensive line issues, one of which they're hoping to solve by swapping out Isaac Seumalo. He's been replaced, although the Eagles won't officially say it until game time. Chance Warmack took more reps with the ones yesterday at the left guard position. Warmack, I thought, was a good offseason signing, but it didn't seem like he was really in the running for a starting spot, but here he is starting by week number 3. Is it going to be an upgrade? Warmack in for Seumalo?
I don't see it, Jody, and I think you're right. If Giants fans are looking for how their team can win this football game, I think that's the matchup right there. Their defensive line, their front 7, those pressure packages, those blitz packages, and we know the Eagles are going to see. They have a chance to hit Carson Wentz often in this football game. He's a guy who will hold up to the football, tries to extend plays, so that's going to increase those sack numbers. And you just mentioned that change at left guard. I was surprised. I think the first season actually went pretty well for the Eagles. Now, you mentioned the left guard, Seumalo, the second-year player. He did not play well at all last week. Actually was responsible for 4 of those sacks on Carson Wentz, but I did think they were going to let him work through it because he's a guy they see as a starter in the future. So this is a bit of a panic move to me in week 2 where a guy has a bad game, all of a sudden you're benching him and you're throwing Chance Warmack in there. Now, Warmack has the first-round pedigree, but let's be honest, he's been a disappointment in the NFL. His strength, if there is one, has been running run blocking. So you're a team that dropped back to pass 56 times last week, and now all of a sudden you're throwing a new left guard in there. The guy who's had trouble with pass protection throughout his entire career is going to be matched up against guys like Olivier Vernon and Jason Pierre-Paul and Snap Harrison. Now that is absolutely a matchup to watch. I think 100% Steve Spagnuolo is going to certainly be bringing the blitz on that side of the offensive line and really trying to compete the chance for Mac. And I think that's a matchup where the Giants have a definite advantage in this game.
Any truth to the rumor that the Eagles asked you to work out at the safety position this week with the injuries they've had there?
You know what, Jody, even in my prime, and I'm now 34, even in my prime, I don't think I had the athleticism or the toughness. So no, I cannot confirm that before.
Who are they going to use at safety if McLeod isn't good to go? They ruled their other two safeties out. It's going to be Malcolm Jenkins and to be determined. Would they really put Maragos out there? I know he's one of the best special teams players in the National Football League, but we've also seen him at safety before in Philadelphia, and he's just not an every down player. Is that where they're going to go?
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is they have no other options. They have no choice. This is a situation where the Eagles could be going into this game with a third-string safety and a third-string right cornerback in Rasul Douglas, the rookie out of West Virginia. So again, I mentioned the matchup that works in the Giants' favor on one side of the ball. This is the matchup on the other side of the ball. I know they have all kinds of issues up front, and the Eagles have a huge advantage up there with their defensive line. But man, if they can find any way to protect Eli Manning in this football game, there are going to be opportunities to make plays down the field against this banged up Eagle secondary. You know, the defense has played better than I thought they'd be able to play through the first 2 weeks given those injuries. But at some point it is a little bit of smoke and mirrors. And you have Odell Beckham and Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram and those guys who can certainly win their one-on-one matchup against some of these Eagles, these members of the Eagles secondary. So that to me is the other matchup to watch that is working in the Giants' favor.
Sure, last hour I asked one of your compatriots, Tom Rock, who covers the Giants for Newsday, this question. I'll ask it same to you, only we'll insert Eagles instead of Giants. The Philadelphia Eagles will win this game and go to 2-1 and knock the Giants to 0-3 because fill in the blank, or the Eagles will fall to 1-2 in a tie with the Giants. The Giants will come down the turnpike and find a way to win their first game of the year because fill in the blank. Pick whichever one you choose and fill in the blank for me.
I've got the first one, and the reason is the Eagles' defensive line will dominate this football game. I mean, they are at that spot. Brandon Graham is playing at an unbelievably high level. Spencer Cox is a matchup problem on a weekly basis, and now they're getting contributors from other guys. Tim Jernigan was an under-the-radar addition in the offseason. He's played really well at defensive tackle. Vinny Curry leads the team with 4 hurries. He's going to be lining up against Eric Flowers, and they've got reserves. They can bring in the first-round pick, Derek Barnett. I think he gets his first sack in his football game. And Chris Long, the veteran defensive end, he's going to come in, and he's shown he's still got some pass rush chops. So I think it's the obvious. The Eagles defensive line against the Giants offensive line is just an absolute mismatch. I've got the Eagles winning this game 27-17.
Sheila, if people are interested in The Athletic, how can they best get a hold of it?
Just go to theathletic.com and you'll see the different options there, different cities, great college football coverage, really an exciting product and something for everyone there. So really excited about having worked 2 weeks for them and good things to come in the future.
And he's back in Philly and enjoying himself, doing a good job covering the Eagles. Shield, always a pleasure, bud. Thanks.
Take care, Jody. Thank you.
Chicobati of The Athletic, the new website that they have in Philadelphia and other major cities around the country. They've got some national writers, but they've also got a lot of good local writers if you feel like checking it out. Jody Mack with 45 minutes left. With you, I'll turn it over to Simo at 1 o'clock. We'll spend all 45 minutes of it on the phones. 877-337-6666. Get aboard. Right now, the exact radio commercial you're listening to is being broadcast on other stations, so don't even think about switching. If you switch to anything, go to Geico.com and see how easy it is to switch and save on car insurance. Geico's been saving people money for over 75 years. And now the news. My mother-in-law is coming to stay for a few weeks. I can't wait.
Walk Tuesday night couch surfing for wave conquering with Royal Caribbean. Get 50% off your second guest and up to $100 to spend at sea. start at just $5.29. Fill your week with spontaneous reef exploring and jungle trekking. Come see the Royal Caribbean. This offer ends soon, so call 1-800-ROYAL-CARIBBEAN or your travel agent now. Offer ends September 30th. Prices are per person, double occupancy, interior room. Reflect savings subject to availability. Taxes, fees, and more expenses. Additional terms apply. Ships registry online.
Some of that difference is the silver lining. Order Jersey Mike's for your game day party, and rest assured that even if your team doesn't win, your mouth does. Victory is all yours. Jersey Mike's. Be a son of a...
Are you or someone you love having problems with marijuana? Have you tried to quit smoking on your own but failed? Do you feel depressed? Is your marijuana use affecting your job or relationships? Would you like to help cut down or stop using marijuana? If you don't know where to turn, listen closely. Research treatment studies at Columbia University Medical Center are offering free, confidential, individual treatment for marijuana abuse and other drug problems. You will receive a free medical and psychological evaluation and outpatient visits. The program will even cover your transportation costs. Call now 212-923-3031. That's 212-923-3031. They have two convenient locations in Manhattan, Midtown at Columbus Circle and Uptown at the Columbia University Medical Center, just across the George Washington Bridge from New Jersey, and near 3 New York City subway lines. Stop the destructive cycle. Call 212-923-3031 to make an appointment for a free evaluation. That's 212-923-3031. Again, 212-923-3031. Call 212-923-3031 now to schedule a free evaluation.
Are you one of the millions of unhappy denture wearers who go to sleep with your teeth in a glass of water beside your bed? Removable dentures are not the answer. Generally, permanent dental implant-supported teeth are the best solution for most patients. The Popper Dental team of Midtown Manhattan and Melville, Long Island is a family of specialists in periodontics, prosthodontics, endodontics, cosmetic, and implant dentistry, offering a life-changing dental implant procedure, and IV sedation is available with board-certified medical anesthesiologists. Imagine eating and tasting the foods you love, smiling and speaking with confidence, living without gum irritation. For affordable solutions and a complimentary consultation, visit IncredibleImplants.com. Why wait to start smiling? Call the Popper Dental team today at their New York office at 212-396-8182 or their Melville office at 631-385-9400 or visit IncredibleImplants.com.
Listen, if you are looking to buy a Hyundai, there's only one place to go. That's DCN Hyundai on Route 1 in South Brunswick, New Jersey, where they have the largest selection of Hyundais. Go there and take the DCN Hyundai Challenge, where they will beat any price on a Hyundai, or they will give you $1,000. See them today and take the challenge. 15 minutes, you save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO.
Good afternoon at 12:20. I'm Bob Husler. The Yankees are on the verge of clinching a wild card playoff berth, but their chances of catching the Red Sox for the AL East title took a hit on Friday. The Yankees lost the Blue Jays. The Red Sox beat the Reds. So with 9 to go, the Yankees trailed Boston by 4. The bigger issue for the Yankees on Friday was the performance of Masahiro Tanaka. Bad Tanaka showed up for this game.
There are days where it's really, really good, and you can see it. And you can see how he gets through lineups fairly easily. And then there are days where it's not as consistent, and he struggled.
Joe Girardi audio courtesy of Yes. Tanaka allowed 7 earned runs, including 3 home runs over 5 2/3 innings. Tanaka's allowed 35 home runs this season. That's the second highest total in the major league. Sonny Gray takes the start this afternoon against Joe Biagini. The Yankees win, or losses by the Rangers and the Angels, and the Yankees clinch at least the second wild card. Our coverage on the Fan begins at 3:25. The Mets began their final homestand of the season with a nice comeback win over the Nationals. They were down 6-1, won 7-6. Jerry's Familia was brought in to record the final out of that game and got it for his first save since May the 5th. Tonight, Noah Syndergaard makes his first start since April. Will pitch the opening inning of this game with Matt Harvey to follow Steven Strasburg for the Nationals. College football first quarter, Tulane leads Army 7-0. Big Ten opener today for Rutgers. They're at Nebraska. Syracuse visits LSU. Golden State's Steph Curry said Friday he's not interested in the traditional post-championship visit to the White House, and President Trump responded by tweeting, Steph Curry is hesitating, therefore invitation is withdrawn. This report is brought to you by Mavis Discount Tires. Save on tires at MavisTire.com. On WFAN 2020 Sports.
You love the thrill of flying. To reach out and touch the sky. You relish free-falling in another second for fun. Well, welcome to a brand new wonder at Foxwoods Resort. Casino, the Foxwoods Thrill Tower, featuring Skydrop, which climbs more than 10 stories high for a white-knuckle freefall, and Sky Launch, a human catapult that propels you beyond your screams. Experience the thrill of it all. Now open at Foxwoods, the wonder of it all.
Saks Off Fifth wants to make it a September to remember, and you certainly will, because the September men's event is going on now at all Saks Off Fifth locations, featuring buy one, get one free on suits and suit separates. Shop amazing designer deals on your favorite brands like Versace, Hickey Freeman, Armani, and more. The September men's event is one you just don't want to miss. So you best hurry in, because the Saks Off Fifth men's event ends September 26th. Visit SaksOffFifth.com. That's SaksOffFifth.com for a store near you.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. Think you can't manage the down payment it takes to purchase a new home? Think again. You could move into a $150,000 home with as little as $1,500 down with our 1% down payment option. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%, APR 4.52%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
New York Community Bank has been serving our community since 1859. Ask about the My Community Interest Checking with NYCB Online and mobile banking. Earn more, get more, so much more than a checking account. Visit mynycb.com for details.
7 words guaranteed to make you laugh. Kevin James and Leah Remini together again.
You are so broken.
The Kevin and Leah season premiere Monday, only CBS.
Oh, McDonald's takes the lead and goes big. Adding 2 for $5 deals up on the board. What's it gonna be? The iconic Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, filet of fish, or quarter pounder with cheese? Oh, they're good! They're all good! The fan favorites you love are back on the McBig 2 menu. Choose any 2 for just $5. Mix and match your McDonald's faves today. At participating McDonald's, limited time offer, single item at regular price.
This is the sound of a large Coke in McDonald's. Yep, it's the sound of our squad going into the Coke. And now that inside Coke is only $1 all summer long, this is the sound of someone taking a long sip. And if you think that sounds good, how about any small McDonald's smoothie, frappe, or shake for $2? Smell it out fast. Ooh, we're happening only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at participating McDonald's. You have to combine with any other offer or any combo meal.
Security on the fan. I'll take you to the top of the hour. SEMO, Chris Moore will come in and he'll get you the Yankee baseball coming up this afternoon here on the fan up in Toronto against the Jays. I don't know what it is about the Jays. They've had a lousy year, but somehow the Yankees can't find a way to beat them. I will not make a pick on today's Yankees-Jays game. I will give you a 6-pack of football picks. So step out on that pigskin prognostication limb. So far, so good this year. 12 games selected, 8 wins, 4 losses. 2-2 in college, 6-2 in the pros. So take it for what it's worth. I've got 2 college games again this week and 4 pro games, just as I have each of the first 3 weeks of the season. I just have a little bit of better feeling on the pros so far. I try and go 3-3. I very infrequently will go 5-1 and only 1 in the other. This week it shakes out again. 2 college, 4 pro games. And 2 of those losses, my 2 NFL losses, are with the Jets and the Giants. Lost with the Jets week 1 to Buffalo. I took the points, a mistake. And I took the Giants on Monday night against the Lions and laid the points. Bigger mistake. So my only 2 pro losses have been the 2 New York teams. I'm going to take the New York team again. But my college picks first. And at least the person who made the millions last night, there was 1 winner for $109 million or whatever, was somebody in Michigan. So they're going to be so happy about winning Powerball or Mega Millions, like actually Powerballs tonight, that they won't care that I'm going to denigrate the state of Michigan. All of my picks have to do with the 2 Michigan major universities in the Big Ten. The Wolverines go 2 Purdue to take on the Boilermakers. And Purdue's offense has been the most improved offense in college football this year so far. They played Louisville top week 1, got beat 35-28, rolled all over Ohio week 2, and just manhandled Missouri last week on the road. Now, I know Missouri is one of the lesser lights in the SEC this year, but still, an SEC team on the road 35-3, Purdue's a pretty good team. And they're getting 10 points at home against Michigan. I'm going to take Purdue plus the 10 against the Wolverines today. And I'll also go against Sparty and Michigan State. They're at home taking on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Michigan State hasn't played anybody yet. They played 2 lesser lights so far, only 2 games. Notre Dame's gotten off to an okay start at 2-1. Lost to Georgia, beat up Temple the way they were supposed to. I'm going to take the Fighting Irish and lay the 3.5 on the road. A little bit of a road favorite, sometimes tricky, but I'm willing to go there with the Irish against Michigan State today. My 4 pro games. Baltimore, Jacksonville in London. You got to watch it on Yahoo. Stream it if you want to watch it. And I will, because I'm a football nut, and it's kind of my job. So I will be watching the game early tomorrow. I don't understand why Baltimore's only a 2.5-point favorite. They won their first 2 games. I know Jacksonville impressed with their opening game win. Came stumbling back down to earth last week. Yeah, I think Jacksonville week 2 is more likely what we'll see going forward than Jacksonville week 1. Neutral site game. I got to take Baltimore. It's under a field goal. You kidding me? 2.5? Give me the Ravens minus the 2.5. Raiders on the road in D.C. Skins lose their opener at home to the Eagles, but then come back and get a road win last week. And they're going home, and they're, I think, maybe a lesser home team than they are a road team. So I don't think that's a big hurdle to get over. And the Raiders look so good just tearing up the Jets in week number 1. I think they are one of the best teams in football. I'll take the Raiders and lay the 3, even though they're on the road against the Skins. And I'll do the same with another AFC West team. That's the Broncos. They go up to Buffalo. I know West Coast teams coming all the way to the East Coast, 1 o'clock start. Maybe that's why it's only a 3-point spread. I'll take my chances and go against it. Denver looked great against Dallas last Sunday. Buffalo, I don't think, is a good football team. I think the AFC East is actually pretty weak, except for the Patriots. So I'm going to lay the 3 with the Broncos coming east to take on the Bills in Buffalo. And my last game, Jets, Jets. I'm sorry, I'm not in tank mode. I'm going to take young Mr. Johnson's word that the Jets aren't tanking. They're still trying to win games. They're trying to build. They haven't shown it in 2 weeks so far, but it is a rivalry game. It is the Dolphins coming to town. I'm not sure the Dolphins are going to be that good this year. They're only 1-0 because they had their opening game canceled because of the hurricane down in Florida. If the San Diego kicker had been able to make a makeable field goal last week, the Dolphins would be 0-1 instead of 1-0. I think they can get some pressure on Cutler and get him to make a couple of mistakes, which will keep the Jets in the game. They may not win, but they're at home getting 6 points. I'm going to take the Jets plus the 6. So here's my 6 backup picks. Purdue plus 10 against Michigan. Notre Dame minus 3.5 at Michigan State. Baltimore by more than 2.5 against Jacksonville in London. The Jets plus 6 at home against the Dolphins. Raiders minus 3 against the Skins in D.C. And the Broncos minus 3 versus the Bills up in Buffalo. Use them, abuse them, do what you want, but remember, you get what you paid for. And how much did I charge you for this? Absolutely nothing. 877-337-6666. Archie from Manhattan's up. Hello, Arch. Hello, Archie. Archie once, Archie twice. We'll put him on hold, see if we can grab a hold of him. Brian from West Palm Beach up on the fan. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Joey. Listen, I talked to you many times, Yankee Point and Giant Point. I've been running Yankee games since 1965, and I've sat in section 19 close to the field. The problem with I was listening to Princessi yesterday here on TuneIn. The problem is a lot of these parents take these kids to the game. They're playing. The parents don't tell the kids that they have to focus and watch the game. They're playing on their television and eating during the games. And I think, I've been going to games a long time, and now all this stuff is coming out with a congressman from the Bronx about this and that, about the Yankees not putting up netting or the other teams. I think it has a lot to do with the parents when they sit in a seat so close to tell the children they have to watch the game and they can't be on their telephones, and my giant point, the offensive line, Jerry Reese, the Giants don't have a good season. Do you think Jerry Reese's job is in peril for not addressing the offensive line problem?
Peril. I'll give you my definition of peril. Does he have a short leash? No. If the Giants fall apart and go 4-12 and are really ugly, and it is week after week after week, the offensive line that is letting him down, could that be enough to put his job in peril? Yeah, but I don't. Do you think the Giants are going to be 4-12 or 3-13?
No, I don't. But
okay, well then I don't think his job's in peril.
Yeah, but I think the Giants, Jerry Reese has got to take a lot of heat for not addressing the offensive line.
Yes. Enough to lose his job? No. If the Giants straighten it out and right the ship at least a little bit, and they're around a 500 team, then no, I don't think it'll cost Jerry Reese's job. Complete bottom out, god-awful season, and it's sticking out like a sore thumb that the offensive line was under-evaluated during the offseason. Yes, that could rise to the level of we need to reconsider our general manager position. I don't think that's happening, but it could, so therefore I can't tell you, no, I guarantee you that Reese is back next year, but I cannot fathom it getting bad enough that their record would be so bad that it would cost Reese this job. Bob Long Island's up on the fan. How are you, Bob?
Oh, well, Jody, how are you?
Good.
Jody, just a brief comment or two about what the president said last night. You had a caller earlier who was quick to insult the president with verbiage, which is always a great way to present your side of an argument. Number one, on the health issue, I disagree with the president. On the protest on the national anthem, as one of the millions of deplorables out here in America, I understand what he was saying. And as a football fan, a college and pro football fan, huge. I find it distasteful to watch this. I'm tuning in to watch a football game or a baseball game. If you want to protest, go to your state legislature or go to the White House and protest in front of them. I don't like watching it on TV, but I have a simple solution. And I think you remember this, Jody. At sporting events, they used to train the camera on the flag. Put the camera on the flag. I don't want to see a guy with chewing gum spinning on the field, rocking back and forth. Put the camera on the flag, excuse me, and that's it. You're done.
I wouldn't mind it, but you know that then the broadcasters, Bob hung up too fast. I wanted to turn around and ask him a question. If there is a good, large amount of individuals that are protesting, it is a story. And if you are a broadcast outlet and network, that it is your job as at least in part, a journalistic deliverer of the game to tell the entire story. And that's why they will show guys who are protesting. I'm with you. I would prefer them not. I don't think your place of work is your place to take a stance, and that's where you want to make your statement. You're there to do your job, and you should do your job. I'm not going to come here on the air and make my political views the main topic of any given show, but I would not go as far as the president did, which is if you take any kind of stance in attempting to make a point during the playing of the national anthem, then you should be fired. It's not that an egregious event that it should cost you your job. And people argue that it's cost Colin Kaepernick his job. And I surely believe there is plenty to that. I think that's an overreaction by the National Football League. The 32 individual teams making their own decision, but collectively they become the National Football League. If teams wanted to tell players that they don't want them to do it, that they will fine them if they do it, if they want to take that stance, that's up to the teams. I would actually applaud that. But take it as far as Trump did, that they should be told that they're fired if they decide to, in some way, shape, or form, show their opinion during the national anthem. That's a little too heavy-handed for me. 877-337-6666. Jody Mack taking calls till the top.
Geico may not date back to the caveman, but they've been providing great savings and service on car insurance for over 75 years. Saving you money is in Geico's playbook. So after the game, get a quote at geico.com and see how much you can save. Geico, so easy a caveman can do it. The Giants head down the turnpike for an afternoon battle against their arch rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. Coverage begins at 11:30 with Giants game day, featuring Lance Fellow, Jeff Eagles, Paul DeGio, and John Schmelk, only on WCBS News Radio 880.
This is what it sounds like when real people attempt to read through all the awards that Chevrolet has won over the last 3 years as quickly as they can. 2017 Motor Trend Car of the Year.
Valuable book 2016 Best Resale Value. I feel the heat.
2017 Car and Driver 10 Best.
2017 North American Car of the Year.
A lot of work. I was a Chevy guy before. I'm even more of a Chevy guy now.
Chevrolet, the most awarded car company 3 years in a row. So get behind the wheel and see for yourself why Chevrolet keeps bringing home award after award. Now, current qualified competitive lessees can get an all-new 2018 Equinox LT with front-wheel drive for around $199 a month for 24 months with $1,549 due at signing. Visit ChevyOffers.com. Vehicle's projected resale value is specific to the 2016 model year. For more information, visit KBBBooksKBB.com. Most awarded claim based on recognized industry awards for 2014-2016 year-end totals. Unless you're proof of current lease of a 2008 or newer non-GM vehicle. Payments may vary. No security deposit required. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees extra. Mileage charge of 25 cents per mile over 20,000 miles. See dealer for details.
Jersey, get ready to boost your fun. The New Jersey Lottery presents new multiplier instant games. Featuring turbo-charged monster multipliers up to 100 times and the top prize of $2 million. Plus, get twice the value for $1 million replay. Every Friday, September 8th and 29th, because anything can happen in Jersey. For the 18-year-old of the buy lottery ticket, please play responsibly. If you send me there's a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Good afternoon, it's 12:40. I'm Bob Gisler. In the short view, the Yankees lost to the Blue Jays on Friday for the crimp in their plans to catch the Red Sox. They trail Boston by 4. Their tragic number in the division is 6. In the longer view, the Friday loss demonstrated again the Yankees can't be sure what they're going to get from Masahiro Tanaka. He allowed 8 runs on Friday, 7 of them earned. 5th time this season, he's allowed as many as 7 earned runs in the game. And Pruitt interpreter admitted they had time to have a bad start.
It's very disappointing. We're here towards the end of the season, and I understand how important these games are, and you really want to go out there and perform.
Sonny Gray tries to rebound from a bad start. His last time out, he pitches today against Joe Biagini. It's on the fan at 3:25. The Yankees win or losses by the Angels and Rangers, and the Yankees today clinch at least the second wild card. Mets rallied to beat the Nationals on Friday night. A.J. Ramos struggled in the ninth, so Jerry Blevins and then Jerry's Familia came in to bail him out. And Familia nailed down his first save since May the 5th. Tonight, Noah Syndergaard gets his first start since April 30th. It's actually a 1-inning performance today for Syndergaard. He starts, and then Matt Harvey follows Steven Strasburg tonight for the Nationals. College football, early second quarter, Tulane leads Army 7-0. Rutgers is at Nebraska later tonight, Syracuse and LSU. Justin Thomas, Paul Casey, and Webb Simpson share the lead through 2 rounds of the PGA Tour Championship. This report is brought to you by Mavis Discount Tires. Save on tires at MavisTire.com. Bobby Sugar, WFAN 2020 Sports.
Hyundai and the newly redesigned Sonata present audio relaxation therapy for a better commute.
Minor delays at the Hudson River crossings, Bronx-bound Whitestone and Frog Snake both have delays across the span.
Now this message. And finally, here's a way you can save time. Use Spot Hero anytime you park downtown. First-time users can enter promo code CITY for $10 off. Spot Hero, ParkSmart. I'm Russ Barr. Our next report, 12:51 on Playday Wings.
Wings News Time, 12:42. Well, speaking at a political rally in Huntsville, Alabama Friday, President Trump had some strong words for NFL players who refused to stand and honor our country by protesting during the national anthem. Correspondent Brian Clark has more on that story.
Former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick began to kneel during the national anthem in protest of what he said was the oppression of people of color. Other players have followed suit, and in Alabama Friday, President Trump weighed in on the growing movement.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners when somebody disrespects our flag? If they get that son of a bitch off the field right now, I'll be fired.
There's been no comment from the NFL.
But NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell responded to the president by saying divisive comments like these demonstrate an unfortunate lack of respect for the NFL, our great game, and our players. Here in New York City,
There seems to be a strong consensus in Washington Heights, with John speaking for many.
Care about Temple football, if I may.
okay,
Okay. As far as Mello, you know what? I'm in full disclosure. I wanted Mello there. But now, you know what? I'm not giving Mello a pass. You know, Mello wants to be out of here by Monday. He created this also. He demanded the no trade. Okay, he wouldn't go here. He wouldn't go here. You know, you can't have it both ways, Joey. Okay? It's got to help the Knicks now. And if the Knicks can't find something that's going to help them, I feel no reason why he shouldn't be there Monday. And you know what? He has a contract. He should honor his contract. This is my opinion. You know, I go to work every day. You go to work. We honor our contracts. Honor your contract, Carmelo. If you are not traded, show up Monday, do the right thing, and then whatever happens happens.
And oh, by the way, I think he will.
Good.
I'm not a Mello guy either. I didn't like the deal because the owner took it out of the general manager's hands at the time. I thought the Knicks gave up more than they should have had to. Now, in 2020 hindsight, nothing they gave up really killed them. Wilson Chandler is the player. He's a scorer, but he's never going to be a star player. Gallinari got better, but he was not a all-star player. So it wasn't like, oh my God, one of the pieces they gave up turned into a star player. It didn't, but I don't think they should have had to give up as much as they did. But to Melo's credit, and Phil mishandled Melo more than Melo mishandled the Knicks, he's been okay. He did negotiate the no trade clause. He does get to dictate how this is going to be handled. If the Knicks, he can't force the Knicks into dealing. I mean, he just makes it difficult. If the Knicks say, no, we're not going to make a deal just to appease you, Melo, I think he'll come in and I think he'll play. And I don't think he'll rock the boat terribly. And I still think that's the more likely scenario. I still say we're on the large side of 50% that he's with the Knicks opening night than he is traded before then.
Okay, and I have a question. I know you do a lot of work down in Philly, so I have a little two-part question. One, I'm going down in a few weeks. You know, my son plays up here. He plays for Connecticut. We're playing Temple in a few weeks. What kind of team are they this year? You know, I know they've always had a good team, and I need a place to eat, Jody. Going down there with about 30 people. It's my son's last year. You know, I don't know what's around the corner when his career's over, so I'm having like 30 people that I'm meeting there. And I need a nice place to eat down there. Jody, you're a class act, and hey, Bobby the Brain Heenan, I know you know
the greatest EA manager. Yeah, appreciate you checking in, Bobby. Couple of things. Number one, Temple is not great this year. They got pounded by South Florida the other day. Now, I don't think UConn's great either, so it could be a competitive game, but Temple is not as good as they have been the last couple of years, but I don't know that the Huskies are either. They've got a good sports bar within less than a mile's distance, 3/4 of a mile away from Lincoln Financial Field, where they play down in the South Philly Sports Complex, called Chicky and Pete's. They've got a bunch of them throughout the Philadelphia area, but there's one specifically down in South Philly. Real good sports bar, tons of TVs, pretty good food. They're famous for their crab fries, which they put Old Bay on French fries. It's not really
some outstanding, but it is good. You really should try it, and they do have crabs there as well if you got somebody who likes a little seafood rather than a hamburger or whatever. It's got a pretty good menu for a sports bar. Look into Chicky and Pete's in South Philly. If you're going down with a big group, you could do well there. Harry from Mount Vernon's up on the fan. How are you, Harry?
Hey, Jody, good to talk to you again.
My pleasure.
You know, I'm not that old. I'll be 60 on my next birthday, and the fan is not a political station, but I call up and make political statements. I just want to speak 1 minute to Colin Kaepernick. I coached Ray Rice when he was at Nerishaw High School. The guy's been out of the league since he was 26 years old. He's 30 years old now. He never got a second opportunity, and I don't condone anything he did, but I know him personally. And he's paid the ultimate price for what he did. There's been many people who have done more egregious things than he did before him, but it was on video, and that's the thing that's made it so perplexing to what he has done. Like I said, I don't condone anything that...
How is it perplexing?
Not perplexing. I used the wrong word. It's brought it in the forefront of everybody's mind.
He got caught on tape. Don't get caught on tape. That's
exactly.
He's going to pay the price. But let me say this, and I'm a Westchester guy too. So I would root for, and I got no problems with Rutgers either. So I'm a Ray Rice guy, but in honest evaluation, I think he's going backwards. His skill set was starting to decline. His last year in the league was not all that impressive, and people thought that, like, Kaepernick, and there's no question in my mind that Kaepernick is one of the 32 best quarterbacks on the planet. And the reason that he's not with the National Football League team right now is the 32 teams have made their own individual decision. They think he's a headache, and they don't think the payoff is worth it. The reward is not big enough for the risk of bringing Kaepernick on, which I think is unfair. I just think that the NFL, at least in part, said, what really is he bringing to the table? Again, I think it's with Kaepernick. There are going to be people that are not going to be happy about this. We're putting a guy on the team who got caught on videotape, punching his wife. If he's not going to make us a significantly better team, why don't we give a different guy a chance?
Right. I understand that. Now, let me say this. There have been so many egregious things that have done in the NFL, and the NFL is a microcosm of society. There have been people that have done things that they are giving second and third chances for, and I don't want to make this a whole tirade about this thing, but my grandmother always said to me, never judge a man or a woman until you walk a mile in their shoes. Like, we will never be able to do that in the places of some of these guys that some people idolize and look up to and so forth and so on, but has anybody made such a stink or had such backlash for the thing that Colin Kaepernick is protesting as they have for him being allowed to play again? In other words, what he's protesting for is about things that have been done to people of color that is egregious, and he's just saying that it should be looked at. I mean, Popovich even made the statement that he can't even understand what some of his black friends are going through. If you have to tell your son to put his hands on the steering wheel if he gets pulled over, that doesn't happen to white people. That only happens to black people. So we have to look on both sides and understand what it is that us as Americans go through every day, and we can't say it's more or less just because we're doing the wrong thing. But when you judge people by the color of their skin instead of the person of their
That's right and wrong. That should never be the case, Harry, and hopefully we continue to see improvement in our country, and if it can be done in bringing awareness to the issues that we still have as a society and done in the proper way, in proper fashion, it should be allowed to continue to happen. 877-337-6666. Quick and time out. If I got time, I'm going to call it you in before I turn it over to Chris Moore.
It's Evan Roberts. Did you know that you can listen to our show on TuneIn no matter where you are? Thanks to the TuneIn app. It's my go-to app when on the move. They have me covered with live home and away calls of every NFL game. So if you're a sports fan like me, you gotta get this app. Don't miss out. Download the TuneIn app now.
Getting your flu shot at Walgreens is easier than ever. Just walk right in, and there's no cost to you with a $0 copay with most insurance. Plus,
puts your family's safety at risk. So get to Bad Boys. For a limited time, buy 3 select Cooper, Falcon, Hankook, or Definity tires, and you'll get the 4th one free instantly. Plus, free rotations and a year of roadside assistance. 2 of our favorites, safe and free. Safety-saving service. Book your appointment at petboys.com. Requires installation package. Expires October 1st, 2017. Restrictions apply. Visit petboys.com for details.
All season long, order the Papa John's Bronx Bomber Special. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for just $6.99 each with promo code Bronx Bomber. And don't forget all season long, when the Yankees score 6 or more runs, get 50% off all regular menu price pizzas at papajohns.com with the promo code Yankees6. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's, the official pizza of the New York Yankees.
Are you or someone you love having problems with marijuana? Have you tried to quit smoking on your own but failed? Do you feel depressed? Is your marijuana use affecting your job or relationships? Would you like to help cut down or stop using marijuana? If you don't know where to turn, listen closely. Research treatment studies at Columbia University Medical Center are offering free